we're gonna see, and if you get it exactly right, I'll order you a pizza.
Oh, all right. Now we're talking. You know how to get me excited. I'm gonna say ViCi take this map 16-11. That's where
Oh
I'm
wow.
rocking in.
Okay.
Yeah. So last time Lucid Dream won one pistol round on this. They managed to do pretty decently when it came to the buy rounds. I think they're a reasonably well structured team. Starting out in the CT side, obviously for most teams, that's what you're going to want to begin on the defensive side, where you can at least build up a couple of rounds. They what was it? So last time it was 9 rounds they picked up against ViCi, which is pretty good. I think I'll have to double check this. They lost the opening pistol and they went 3-0 down. Yeah. So if they pick up the pistol, there's a decent chance they end up in a very good spot, but I would imagine ViCi have done a little bit of learning from that matchup as well as Lucid Dream. We'll see two very different teams. When there's 25 days between it and you're preparing for an event where you know that roster is going to be up against you again, you're going to have looked back at those games, especially with the brains that are on the ViCi side.
Well, I do have to ask, does that offer still work for me as well? If I get the prediction correctly, will you order me a pizza?
I guess so. Let's do
Okay.
it.
I'm gonna go 16-7 for ViCi.
Ooh, all right. Not a believer.
Well, I just really want a pizza, so I'm just gonna name some. I'm Price is Right you almost here.
All right, gotcha.
First kill going towards PTC. It's gonna be traded out though by Almond eventually on a 7-8-9. Looking to push in towards the upper bomb site and joking. Well, take down Fox. So again, just kills being traded, but that's also a good sign because we've seen a lot of teams lack that ability to do that in some of the past matches of these last few days with PTC. He's behind them. John Olsen, he's above them. The bomb will go down, coming down to Jam Young and Advent now into 2-1-3.
PTC's got a nice angle, but he's being watched. Jam Young gonna spot that out in a second. He's being seen and taken out with a quick headshot connected. Lucid Dream this time are the ones to connect the pistol round. That was a good one. They lost Fox in 7-8-9. 10 players started on the server, but we end with 3 for the CT side. Not too bad.
Can I revise my my score now?
Nope.
Damn.
Unfortunately not, Jason.
I mean, yeah, that round for me was about PTC. Like the second kill, the first one, all right, but the second kill when he pushed in towards lobby, like that was phenomenal. And then just the pressure he applies, like knowing you could be flanked from hut, you could be flanked from squeaky door, and we saw them push in over the top. I think that was yeah, John Olsen gets that first kill onto the man behind sight. Good pressure, good pistol round, and not a bad way to start things off here in this first map of the series. I mean, imagine if they can take this game off of ViCi, not even just the map, the game alone. I think that would really like open our eyes and potentially throw a spanner into the works of who, you know, the top teams are going to be in this entire group. I feel like we can name like the first, you know, 1 or 2. We can expect Tyloo to be there, potentially ViCi to be there. But between there and like the bottom 2, I still don't know how the stands are going to like really rack up.
No, there's definitely a lot of contenders for the bottom spots. That's the thing about this region as well. Like, you really don't know tournament to tournament how they're going to show up. For Lucid Dream, they've only got this is their 15th map as a 5-man. This is definitely a factor. When you come down to the more tactical maps, if they can show up and put a decent scoreline on between these two, but like up against ViCi, you'd be pretty happy. That AK already doing a little bit of work. Jam Young onto John Olsen. They've got a bit of progress in heaven. The M4 also retrieved by Zoking, and that's a really good start for ViCi. I mean, they have a huge weaponry advantage in this round now.
You can't allow Jam Young to do this. You can't allow him to get confident. Gets the first 2 kills of the round. Taking minimal damage cause he's going to have the scout. PTC will be here. The window should be not broken just yet. And now it's going to give his position up, and Jam Young doesn't even rat off a shot towards his direction. PTC will escape. Stay alive here, maybe looking to stop the bomb from going down, but you would imagine this is going to be so difficult for the CTs to have a chance here to stop the bomb or even pull off this retake with only 1 rifle. I don't know how they're going to take any of these long-range duels, and yeah, not even being gifted an angle. I mean, it's even worth just saving these weapons now for the follow-up.
They're still playing very aggressively, though. I mean, considering the fact that they've got 20 seconds to get in, I'm not sure I'm a big fan of this, but they're winning the duels now into a 3v3. 10 seconds to get on that bomb with the kit, trading back and forth. Fox left alone, spam not good, and down she goes. That's ViCi, 1-1, tying up the second round. And again, the benefit of finding the bomb plants coming into the pistol is massive for the T side. You saw they walked into the round, they had at least an AK, so better weapons in that sense. And as soon as he finds a kill and they pick up that M4, that's it. They've won it. And I'm surprised John Olsen didn't fall back, considering that they had outside control. The smoke allowed them to get up close. I thought he would have realized that there was a lot of danger lurking below him.
One thing we can say, at least, here for Lucid Dream, that was an expensive round. I mean, the 2 rifles were saved, but they're still going to force rebuys. Joking is going to be on the Mac 10 looking for a couple of kills. Jamming again, just kind of acted as the entry fragger for him. He's going to have some company. Push directly into him, and he will trade 1 for 1. Even Fox gets kills. They push out of HUD at the same time, and Alkaze, Joking is going to shut this down. So you don't want to let that Galil go. PTC will secure it. Molotov and Flash being thrown out. I would imagine they're not going to rush into this, especially the Deagles. And we've seen how many times these last 3 days this Deagles alone can win you around. But now it's going to be the after plant situation. Joking low on life. And still will be the 2-on-3.
Heading in for it with a flashbang. Leafs not seeing anybody and just got taken down with a Mac 10 from up close. At this point, PTC wanted to at least find a kill to just do some extra damage to that ViCi economy, but it ain't happening. And now an eco should come through. Lucid Dream really falling behind early on. As I said, this is close to what we saw last time with them going down 3-0.
Wow, this is going to be a scrappy
like
buy. I mean, John Olsen has nothing to spend, really.
You do this versus Bren, do it versus Mazalai, I won't bat an eyelid, but versus ViCi? You really want to play that game? I don't know.
Now, you lose this, you're probably going to go down 4-1. Oh, he's played in this. Okay.
Where's the
Not even a
flash?
chance. Yeah.
Like, what's going on there? You're just peeking straight through a smoke into a team that you know, timing-wise, are going to be there. I think if you're going to go without a flash, you have to let them go by first.
They give up lower control. Kaze again, superior weapon. He's going to be rushed down, so at least be able to rescue the 1M4. It's going to be in the hands of 789. They're all over the bomb site. He has an opportunity to hit some shots, but Joki just comes through the smoke, gets the kill, and Jam Young gets 2. Well, talked about Jam Young before we got into this match, and he's definitely been able to keep his performance from earlier on. They're up to 5 kills, but very crucial kills. Now Fox left alone just with the AK. He's going to save it for the next. Again, like Lucid Dream, they're still doing decent damage to ViCi, so obviously the buy-up was a little bit questionable, but they're at least keeping, again, the economy in check out of their opponents. Makes things even more difficult to really sustain themselves further on. I mean, there is a world where, you know, if ViCi win 1, maybe 2 rounds, we could see ViCi's economy completely shattered, and that could get Lucid Dream 1 step closer to tying things up.
I mean, that's true, right? You could see Lucid putting ViCi down to an eco and bringing the scoreline up. But the problem is, when you're on the CT side, you can't really be happy with tying up on 4-4, 5-5. Yeah. Especially with the fact that ViCi are able to get so many early rounds. I think given 3-1 is fine. But Lucid, they obviously disagreed. And that force buy was reckless. Even now investing quite heavily in. Kaze tactical nade to mask the steps. That's definitely why it was done. But it shouldn't matter too much. They're up against those weaker weapons. Fox is able to open it up onto Alman at least. John Olsen, who I thought was dead, has actually managed to make it back with 17 health. He just vanished.
Well positioned, Alman died. Oh no.
Oh my.
That timing. They're trying to rescue the weapon, and I haven't seen him get caught with a grenade in his hand and his pants down around his ankles. 4-on-3, man advantage for Lucid Dream. Weapon not gonna be going their way. Joking's looking to come around. Fox can be completely blinded up, and Joking's looking for the shot, but he's not being gifted an angle. Their flashbang comes through. Fox can't get a break here. It seems they almost know he's in this position. Or do they? He just peeks around the corner and gets the kill on Joking. Now it's going to be a 4-on-2. Jam Young and Kaze to save the round here for ViCi. I mean, I did say if Lucid Dream could win a round, maybe 2, they could put them on an eco.
Didn't think it'd be this one.
Yeah, not at all.
Well, look, they got the bomb plant, so their economy's going to be bolstered up a little bit. Kaze completely whiffing the shots. He's dead now. So low on HP. Surely doesn't get out. At least the first kill goes his way, moves to T-spawn, but then rushed down by the pistol. Jam Young had a kill, but he was on the ladder, didn't want to spray away. There's a free one. There's a second player who he's just now realized was there. If he sprayed for 0.1 of a second longer, that was a free kill. Down towards the bomb he goes. Here's a player tapping and knows exactly where they both are. Surely not. Lucid Dreams, where's the awareness? Leaf had no idea he could be pushed from behind. Now tapping the bomb. John Olsen on 11 HP from those earlier fights. Hasn't got a chance in that fight. Jam Young on the 1v3. Lucid Dream, they almost had it. A hair's length away. A hair's width away. Not even length. And then they throw it away. That's so odd. You see, John Olsen knows the player was in vent. What, 5 seconds have passed? He can clearly be down towards the double doors, and yet Leaf is just blissfully unaware.
I mean, he saw. I mean, technically, he saw both players there above vent too, but he didn't know which one was actually the one that he ended up killing. Obviously, couldn't see their names or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, even at the end, when they go for the like the last second, like I don't understand, because by the time he even gets down the vent into the site, there's less than 10 seconds remaining. He doesn't even have a kit, so it's not like he was even gonna get the defuse anyways. And Leaf now is just trying to run for his life. He might go for the challenge, at least take one player with him. He does get the kill. Now Advent spots the bomb, but Jam Young again. He's gonna trade in Kaze in the meantime. I don't even know where those kills came through, to be honest. But he gets himself 2.
It's just ridiculous. The start of the round puts Lucid to a 2v4, having to retake B, and again, with their money to save is the best option, but they can't even get out.
So frustrating.
Completely surrounded. 789, last alive. That's tragic. First player looks towards outside, gets shot in the back. Second player looks towards heaven, gets shot from outside.
In the back.
Yeah, every time. That's 5-1. That was Lucid Dream's full buy. You'd be forgiven for thinking it was an eco, because somehow they managed to pull the eco closer.
What a spray down at a Kaze too. I mean, it wasn't anything like amazing, but it was just so solid to get the 2 players. And like you said, like the full buy-up coming through at a Lucid Dream. And now look what they got, an some pistols, though it is 2 deagles, so I'm a little bit worried to say this should be a done deal round for ViCi, as we've seen. But I mean, just the pace that ViCi are playing as well. I mean, it's almost like no respect, right? They rush straight towards ramp. Kaze just pushes straight in towards health. I feel like they have no fear in this matchup, and it's something that I feel like we don't really see too often in most regions. I mean, you typically see like the very highest level when there's a major mismatch in skill. And now even going back to the slower pace, making sure not to lose too many players, considering the last time they're up against was just the 1 saved AK and some pistols. It came down to the 1-on-3 clutch.
Let's see what they can manage with the deagles in hand. Lucid Dream, 50 seconds left. They hear the smokes, they hear the nades, and they're ready for the players to come out squeaky door. This is not the kind of fight you want to take if you're up against the weaker weapons walking through a choke point. But luckily, they win every single duel. And with that, it's just Leaf and John Olsen to try this retake on. Nice clean round from ViCi. My God, Jason, doesn't look like either of us is going to be right if this continues. It'd be even more one-sided.
Oh, you just wait. At 16-7. I'm gonna look up the most expensive delivery of pizza in Cologne.
If there's like, honestly, if we end up in a position where you're right about this, I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
It's true.
The host with the predictions.
I mean, the worst part is I can't even eat the pizza either, so I'd have to just throw it away. Or maybe I just freeze it and bring it to the next event we're at together. Be like, remember that pizza you ordered me?
Here it
This, just imagine this, but not so green and moldy.
Oh God.
We're back on the buy-up now out of Lucid Dream. ETC is going to be on the op for the first time. Look actually where he is, and I think we've seen quite a few people hold positions like this towards Radio Room with the op. But unfortunately for him, no one's heading this direction, so he's not going to have a chance for the one-on-one. Fox just gets completely overran towards the upper bomb side. The flank's gonna come in quickly, but Almond's already gonna be there. He drops down, he gets the first, he's looking for PTC, and Jam Young, he just finishes opening the site. 2 kills for him, and now Leaf and PTC, you gotta save. 7-1 for ViCi. You just saw, like, Jam Young, he had Fox looking the wrong way because they pressured from outside, from Mini or main. And then they also had a player towards door. He had no idea where to check, and then Gemin just wraps around. And, oh my god, I didn't see that.
Oh, God. You know, I'm very glad today wasn't the day I took the risk and picked Lucid Dream. I'm a happy man. I had faith versus D13, but you see exactly what I'm talking about when I say that I don't think they'll do it here. Now, at the same time, right, we have to give them, oops, we have to give them a little bit of room to maneuver with because this isn't their map pick. But, and Mirage looked insane for them versus D13 after, what was it, Train? That, I mean, it went 16-10. They lost both pistols. I'm happy enough with where they ended up.
You'll love to see it.
The thing is, look, Mirage could go closer. Look, if Mirage isn't closer than this, I'd be very surprised, at least starting it out. But I didn't expect this kind of one-sided performance. I still think Lucid Dream are going to show up on Nuke. We're going to see a little bit better from them. Their CT side, they average close to 9 rounds against D13, Beyond, and ViCi when they started on their CT side every time. So, I mean, that's a pretty decent pool of teams they're playing against, a decent sample size with this exact lineup. And yet, here we are, 7-1, and Lucid need to show up soon. They're going to give 8-1 as they take pistols. And coming into the next round, if they lose that, I mean, the game's almost over at that point. The map coming back from a 9 or 10-1 deficit is very, very difficult.
I mean, at the rate we're going, I hope Bled and Dinko, you know, have their lunch or breakfast or whatever it is, because they might be back up again really quickly. Still 3 deagles though for Lucid Dream again. Seen a lot of forced deagle wins, but we haven't seen a game as dominated, I think, so far in these first 8 rounds as this one. This is the pistol round that, you know, Lucid Dreams won. But ever since then, really come close once. That was Jamyon clutching out the 1v3. PTC looking to push up towards Secret. Again, they're conceding a lot of outside control time and time again. And 789 is going to peek into Kaze. Okay. All right. Couple of kills for PTC. No weapons being rescued, unfortunately. The bomb is down, however. So retrieval mission is going to come through. And Almond, look at this. And on top of the silo is going to cover off Kaze's Secret.
Well, at least we're hitting some shots here. It quickly fades into a very difficult situation with PTC alone. He's got to ace it. And coming up the ladder, he can't even get to the top. 8-1. Small bits of damage, but like, look at that T-side economy. At this point, Lucid Dream need to kill 4 players every round if they're going to continue losing to have any chance of keeping it reasonable. And already giving 8 rounds to ViCi, they needed to stop giving them rounds about 5 ago. It's already gone a little bit too far.
Well, the buyout coming back in for Lucid Dream. I think if they're going to have a comeback, it's got to start in this round. Be 9-1 down, potentially 10-1 down. I mean, it's already hard enough as it is, but that's just become that much more difficult. I mean, I think a lot of their success hasn't even come for their gun rounds. I mean, their success, they're down 7 rounds. But you think about how the rounds have kind of played out, and I think the closest rounds they've had are the pistol was off the back of just basically the pistols. Like PTC had 2 nice deagle kills in the last round. Getting an op kill this time. Leaves currently on 1 kill. I need to actually check out the rest of the team and see where they're currently at. John, okay. Nice little first kill. 2-on-4 now. Surely Lucid Dream can't lose this, Mitch.
Surely not.
I almost said surely they can't win this, and I'm like, that's the wrong way, Jason.
Don't curse it. You've done it now, Jason. Here we go. Kaze first to take the fight. Eliminate 789. They've got ramp control, but wondering about those doors. Kaze repositions. That smoke's about to fade behind him. Player comes out, and that's Fox with an easy kill. A 1v3 now for Advent. Sprays onto the first. The bomb, it's now smoked off, and inside it, the defuse is happening while an AWP shot lands for PTC. And we will go 8-2. Lucid Dream finally getting around on the board. They've won the pistol and then went 8 in a row without finding anything. I mean, they had a 3v1 on their eco, and up until now, that's the best they've looked, which is a very worrying prospect.
We'll pair that with John Olsen only having 2 kills, Leaf on 1. John was again one of like the standout players in their matches yesterday, or the match yesterday. He's having a really rough start here, and I mean, obviously that's got to be a nice little bit of wind under their sails, but is it going to be a gust or is it going to be a sneeze? I don't know. What's a smaller gust? What's like a weaker version of a gust? Sneeze is all I could come up with in the moment.
Yes, well, I think you've done better than
like
me. I don't even know.
You know, one of I don't know. That sounds like a microphone.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's it. Yeah, perfect.
I don't know the name of that. A blow, but that doesn't make sense. I don't know.
Jason's good with his words. How did you get this job?
All right.
God damn it,
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, there's been a bang, 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 and a couple of headshots.
I mean, back when I started casting, you know, there wasn't a lot to people compete with, so.
Fair enough. You know, PTC's got a 1v4 to pull on out of the bag. It's not going to be easy. He's going to be peeked by the single door as well. You can see Jam Young's in position, ready to take a frag. Smokes it off instead, allowing his teammate to fall back. Really, PTC might get 1 kill at that point. He should be spotted. He's missed the shot as well. That's a pretty damning position. He knows they're coming down behind him. I think that was a fairly wise move by him. Expecting Advent to come around the site isn't really intuitive, but he knew that they'd come down ramp. That was possibly 1 kill for him. And if ViCi didn't play that as well as they did as a unit, because obviously Advent went through the smoke as the players were about to emerge from the door, so that would have been a trade. Because you're up, if it's a rifle, I would have said the spacing was a little off, the timing. But because it's an AWP, he cannot physically shoot, flick to ramp, and shoot again in time.
I think this is probably one of the most dominating games we've seen. I'm actually looking back to like Ty Lu's matches. But they're currently 1-1 at the moment since they lost to Invictus Gaming. Let me just double check that. Make sure I was right when I say that. Yep, I was right. But definitely, hands down, the roughest match so far in Lucid Dream. They're on just the pistols. We're about to see double digits here for the side of ViCi, potentially. And yeah, I mean, playing as a unit, as you just said, like, it seems like ViCi, I even at the same kind of idea of looking back on Beyond, I know I heavily like talked them up about, you know, flashing for each other and playing well as a team, but ViCi I think are on a completely different level. You see there, I mean, just covering the teammates back, trading off kills, playing as a unit, just making it so difficult now for Lucid Dream to really get any kills. Again, you're seeing Leaf on 1, John on 2, you know, 12 rounds in, and there's 3 kills on their bottom 2 players combined.
Look at the money for ViCi as well. This is just disgusting. The reality is, let's imagine Lucid Dream get 5 rounds. It's pretty good. They'll feel happy considering where they're at right now. But along the way, they're going to face full buy after full buy. So not only do they need to win the rounds, they need to win versus a full ViCi 3 times in a row. When so far, they've not been able to have anything. I mean, I'd argue that the rounds they've got almost come down to RNG. You know, you keep trying it, you're eventually going to hit your shots. They're lined up. And my God, what a terrible ramp hold. Early on, they want to go for the boost up on top. I don't disagree with the play. Where's your molly? Where's your smoke? What are you doing just letting them run out ramp like that? I guess the gamble is that they're not going to come early, but you can't gamble that. That's why you have utility.
That's what it's for.
Oh, man, they're saving. A 10-2. I know they have to, but it's just a tragic situation.
I mean, I know there's a vote to surrender.
No, you gotta wait till your opponents are 10 rounds ahead. That's how it works in matchmaking.
Well, we're almost there.
we're
1 round away potentially, and obviously we're talking light of the situation and cracking jokes, but this is just how dominant ViCi are being in this game. We're not seeing kills being picked up. Like when you see mistakes, like you said, of like no molly, no smoke, no flash to prevent them from just running straight through ramp at you. And it's not like it's the first time they've done that either. They've really done that, you know, 1 or 2 times before. Let's see now. 11-2. They have weapons. They have decent amount of utility. PTC, I'm waiting for you to buy up a little bit more utility though. So you got 3,500. Okay. Oh, there we go. One flashbang. Or 2 flashbangs.
It's just become immensely stressful. And, oh, nice shot by PTC. Straight through the smoke. Give us another one. Oh, he's not spamming the left side. He's not going to push through that, is he? You've got a man advantage. What are you doing with an op? What are you doing? Why? It's like they just don't want to win around at this point. We've got the early advantage through spamming the smoke. Oh, I might just push them with the op. Yeah. Do you want a flash, bro? No. I'm good. I'm just going to walk through.
I think... Well, we had Blit on before the game started, but I think he's going to turn into Tom Biz after wanting to pull all of his hair out from watching this.
Like, we know ViCi are a better team, right? And we know that pound for pound, their matchup is at least a little bit better. You know, we've seen individuals on Lucid Dream step it up, but against this caliber of opponent, we expect ViCi to win. Tactically, we know they're better. But man, if your approach is to just walk through smokes like that, I mean, it's no wonder you're getting stomped out. Luckily,
I mean, okay, maybe a rifle, like, you know, okay, fine. Maybe you're trying to play a window, right? But with an op?
Yeah, I get it with a rifle. I get the general idea of the strategy. You're trying to come down and flank them, right? You get down through secret as they've already passed by. But he went pretty early, first of all. And secondly, just what the hell? Like, there's just no need when you've got the man advantage. Instead, fall back from outside, allow your teammate to fall through vents, he'll hold secret from there, you hold the push into main from back towards heaven, you're good. You know, you're sorted. That's the setup you go for. Instead, it's like, gotta try and make a massive play at 11-2. And all that comes down to is you're taking an unnecessary risk at a time when you can't afford. They did. No, they absolutely did.
Because of that.
And it was the setup of following a player down through vents to secret and Leaf holding it from there that's halted the aggression down through secret. And they had a gap then because they could have actually been pushed through main from outside, but luckily ViCi didn't exploit it.
Again, no sign of running out of money anytime soon here for ViCi, especially because it's the last round. Like, you know, money problems has been kind of, well, one of the problems for Lucid Dream. Obviously, I think what they have maybe 3-4 gun rounds total in this half.
I mean, that's very much been their doing, though, when they're coming in force buying up twice in those early rounds. They gave ViCi the early lead. Now we're starting to see what they're capable of when it comes through to the rifle rounds. They just didn't give themselves a chance to have these all too consistently. And even at 11-4, that's a half that it's very difficult to imagine the Lucid Dream T-side coming back from.
Oh, with 2 players left alive, I still don't want to count them out here. Advin's going to open things up on a Fox. Now 789 is going to try to have a chance. The rotations from his teammates to know where the last 2 players are going to be at. Just trying to buy some time. There we go. That will close it out with Lucid Dream taking, well, back-to-back rounds at the very end. But still, 11-4 will be our half. And again, we're seeing another 11-4 today. Or in this tournament.
Some sort of conspiracy going on here, Jason. It's just too frequent. 11-4. The universe is lining up. Gaben wants it.
We know whatever Gaben wants, he gets.
He would never have a 12-3. He doesn't like that.
Oh, pistol round. We saw Lucid Dream win it before. See if they can do it again. And obviously, that's kind of the start they need, right? To even get this scoreline closer. To have a chance to maybe still take this map or to at least be able to compete on this map. I think if they lose this, you're down 12-4. And then if you lose the follow-up, 13-4. Almond already able to get the first. Now it's completely through the smoke on a John Olsen. He rotates down through vent. 2 players here. P250 at Glock, trying to push in. Yeah, crossfire, but who is that? Almond.
How did he miss so many shots in a vent, man? Oh, they have no idea. Oh, they do. Okay. 789 causing a lot of harassment. Missing the player that's 21 health. Gets him eventually. Swinging through for a little bit more. Not able to connect the shots. But elsewhere, Fox is pulling it all the way back. He got behind them in the vents. He's shutting them down. And it's all on Kaze. 1 frag. Now looking for Leaf over towards the doors. Opens them up. Swings through. And catches the body tags to eliminate Leaf. and pretty much close the map out for ViCi. Their buy rounds are so impressive that without winning that pistol, I really don't think Lucid Dream are going to be able to swing back into this. And this should be clear cut now. If Lucid Dream even managed to make it to 7 rounds, I'd be impressed. The bomb plant came through, so force buy. But if they lose this one, it is over. ViCi have taken it.
I mean, do they force buy or do they just wait
This
the next round?
This is Lucid Dream, Jason.
Oh yeah,
that should never be a
Why
question.
not even
you
ask the question? Look at that.
Considering the position they're in, actually, it's a really good point. I think they should have taken maybe like PT50s and bought up in the next round. Because they need to consistently connect them. Taking a round like this, they've got their 3 AKs, they've got armor, but 2 players have none. So you need massive individual performances. They've given them 2 to 3 big guns. Fox, John Olsen, PTC. The men you can rely on to frag. Usually.
Yeah, not so much for John Olsen this game. Well, he was on 5 kills in round number 15. Didn't see how many he's at the moment. Look at this Kaze. He's expecting like a boost up on top of red. Surprise is actually giving them kind of like an angle for the AKs because I think they can assume, well, now they're going to know as they hear the shots being routed off that it has been the forced up with the AKs. But they're not. They know how many is a different question. Kaze gets dinked up, and well, PTC gets. He seems dinked up as well, down to 5 HP or 11 HP. Even gives the AK over to someone else, over to 789. Since on low health, they switch the Deagle. So smart play in that sense as they're grouping up to hit towards ramp. Perfect timing on the incendiary, though. With 35 seconds left to go, they're going to be running out of time. And HP.
Well, we need to see him move pretty quickly. The support on ramp is Kaze is 5 health. This could go wrong very, very quickly. Jam Young completely blinded, somehow still alive, eventually dealt with. Fall back from Kaze, he can't afford to face. It's a problem with having him as the support. 15 seconds. They move to B. They need a bomb plant now. Kaze should be taken down by this lurk from Fox. That's a 2-man advantage then for Lucid Dream to play with. And ViCi might even consider the save, to be honest. If they lose Kaze, Fox tucked in nice and tight behind that box. Takes him down. And what do? Yeah, going in for the save. I think it's the right call. That AUG is not going to be retrievable, though.
Impressive for Lucid Dream, though. They didn't lose a single player. Keep the 3 AKs. Even PT... Well, actually, PTC is going to pick up an AUG, so he's going to need to buy a weapon. It's just Leaf who's going to need a weapon. And, well, I guess they're able to get themselves on their way to start chaining up some rounds now because of this. And their economy's set up right. But I still don't want to count ViCi out just yet. I mean, it's like a cheeky play with a rush on the MP9. Almond can be extremely deadly. It's only on 8 kills at the moment. Jam Young can lead the way to 18 kills. He's on 17. That's just insane out of these 2 players.
So not round... Sorry.
No, I was going to say between them, I think they have more kills combined than the entirety of Lucid Dream.
On that round, they got away with murder, really, because they tagged Kaze outside. He stopped holding it, dropped down, swapped positions with Alman, I think. Then he went to support ramp. Lucid Dream went back, hit ramp, got the player there. There was no support possible from Kaze because he'd be so careful on 10 health or sub 10. So there's nothing he could really do about that. So Lucid Dream got away with a free ramp push down to B, and then they just, you know, you saw 1 more kill. That was it. That was all they needed to confirm a save from ViCi. That's not the kind of round I'd expect to come through a couple more times. Advent bailing out after just a small bit of tickle damage.
A tickle monster.
John Olsen is the tickle monster.
Well, to 5. Nova. I want to see it get a kill, just because I like the Nova. I don't know if it necessarily will. He's playing a perfect angle for it, however. Obviously, he can get away for the reload. 48 seconds left to go. The utility, still a ton of it left here for Lucid Dream, and ViCi have run out to just accept these 3 flashes. Smoke being thrown in, so no ramp play probably going to be happening, especially with Jam Young playing up close. And if they go for the hit towards inner, he's going to be on the quick flank.
And see, Fox was watching that for quite a bit. Now they start to really focus up to the side. Advent can find one and fall back. Roof was already mollied, so they're unlikely to go for it again. PTC taking a lot of damage. Here's the Nova with one, with two. Advent going for a third. The range not quite there. And John Olsen, I don't know how he takes Kaze as well. That should have been a finisher. John is so low on 17 health, but they now have a man advantage. 10 seconds left. They've got to plant the bomb. Jam Young gets there a little too late to deny it, but both players are red. One hit for him in the 1v2. Taps the bomb to drag them out of the cracks, but they are sticking in position. Eventually, though, they have to swing. Jam Young finding it. 25 seconds left. Plenty of time to play with. He looks for Hut, looks to the left side, and wins the duel. A 1v3, a 3K, and a 13th round for ViCi. Getting back into it after a pretty depressing previous, but the bonus is Lucid Dream got a bomb plant. Combine that with the fact that they didn't need to reinvest here, saving over so many weapons, they're in a position where, if not in this round, they can buy up in the next. Although, again, I see an AK come through. They're going to be very light on utility on a lot of players. If they take AKs, probably going to be Galil's on Leaf and John Olsen. I think I would have rather them, again, take a light buy. But this far behind, I sort of understand where they're coming from.
It's the second 1v3 out of Jam Young, by the way. I don't actually know why or how he's gifted a kill in towards Squeaky. Like, I guess he wanted to get behind the box there. And they did have a player inside of Hut who could check the bomb. And again, if that player goes down, you know, let's just say he is sticking it, he ends up falling. And how are you going to rotate there in time? He had only a 5-second defuse. But either way, what a play out of the men we've been talking about for the last couple days. Now just the Galils, the 3 AKs. This is pretty much a do or die round now for Lucid Dream. I also love how delayed ViCi's utility is. I mean, it was like 40 seconds left. They put down a new smoke over towards radio room. It almost forced their hand to go towards inner. Almond's gonna fall. 789 will take a brunt of damage for it. Jam Young, I think he's gonna have a lot of company here in a second.
Flash too deep. Oh, it still catches him actually in the spray down for Jam Young. He grabs a double. They're all of a sudden back into the game. And the most important thing, 789 wasn't part of that fight. He is left on 16 health, pushing out to the A site, trying to get behind them. He catches Zoking, but Zoking was looking in the right direction. Now PTC hoping to find the frag towards heaven or hell, but 30 seconds left. Left to 1v3, and it doesn't look all too likely, does it? Even that scout above can take him down. He's 60 health. Just needs to grab the body shot.
Trying to save, I think.
Well, at this point, he can't win the round unless they all peek him, right? And they're just playing super, super safe. He won't get a bomb plant, so saving is pretty much his only choice. He has to go into garage to get the save across the line, and he's nicely tucked away.
I mean, I would say it's just 1 AK. Like, do you expect to be able to win the round off of that? And I think back to, I think it was like round 3 when they invested. Actually, no, it was round 2. No. Was it round 2? No, round 3, because they saved 1 AK into the next round. And the 1 AK they saved out of PTC pulled it into a 3-on-1, where unfortunately for them, Jam Young clutched it out. A little bit of a timeout coming for Lucid Dream, and yeah, I can respect that. It's a good time to call it. You obviously don't want to let ViCi get onto map point, but you don't really have money to invest. You don't really have the ability to buy up anything here. Maybe a quick play with the AK to support. I mean, otherwise you're hoping... Well, otherwise you're playing Gladiator, right? You hope PTC can get a kill. If he does it, you get the AK and someone else tries. It seems they're going to go for it. Understandable. It's going to be very tough.
Well, Jason, you know, what's on the line isn't just the CT Signs economy for this round, or Lucid Dream's chance of taking this map, this series, or indeed just a learning experience away. What's also on the line is your free pizza. They need to get 2 more rounds, Jason. They could do it. If they find this one, it's almost guaranteed to be at least 7 rounds for Lucid.
I'm unbiased. Even when a pizza's on the line. Oh, what a shot. Gonna be more company. I think they sent 1 member in through the window. There you go, 789. So get one. John Olsen gets one as well, and just like that, it's gonna be 3 apiece.
Oh, he's on top. That was really sneaky. So I thought that was a shot from outside. Oh no! What was that, Kaze? That's not the play. Just drop down and try to probably no scope him. Geez, I mean that would have made the highlight reel, I guess. That's probably what he's going for. But it's now a 2v2. AK's in play for Lucid Dream. Look, if they hit headshots, the HP doesn't matter. But Seven didn't manage that. He was toe tapping Advent, leaving PTC now in a 1v2. He's on his way back down through heaven. But a sneaky play at the box, he's going to be spotted. And down! What is that shot? Beautiful. As Zalman goes down, he doesn't have a clue where Advent is. He's playing passively to the box, peeks out on the left side, and that's an easy 15th round for ViCi. Lucid Dream left down to no money. It's just going to be pistols. And Jason, I hope you're not hungry. Doesn't look like you're going to be eating.
I'm starving, to be honest.
Me too. I haven't eaten breakfast yet.
Yeah. To be fair to Kaze, though, trying to go for the highlight reel play, have you've been watching the PGL like recaps, right? I can understand why you'd want to be in there.
I mean, that'd be on
sick.
Twitter and Reddit. If he just dropped straight down and no-scoped him, we'd never see the end of it.
And then we'd hear, you know, a girly scream out of me with a shot that was hit too. Oh, John had the 1 AK. He falls. They're trying to rush with the Deagles, and this just seems to be a clean round and a clean map here for ViCi. 15-5, and with just 2 players remain. 79 picked up the AK on the outside. Leaf's gonna fall. He's gonna pull off a 1v5 ace. Keep them in this map, and he's not able to do that. 16-5 will finish things off. Yeah, I mean, again, it was ViCi's map choice, so we can kind of expect that, but that was also way more